Hello everyone, I'm Sean from SG District Homes, and today we are in our next episode of Reno Ideas. And today I'm going to talk about the kitchen area, which is very important because this is a place where all the family meals are being prepared on a daily basis. Most of the times in the older estates or bigger apartments like this, you have what we call the fully enclosed kitchen, which is flanked by the concrete walls. Nowadays, the new launches or the new projects, they decided to adopt what we call like an open concept kitchen, or if not, an enclosed kitchen with glass panels so that it allows for natural lighting to filter into this space. You will not want to have your kitchen space look so gloomy because this is a time where you are sweating yourself to prepare a good meal, whipping up a good dish for your guests and your family, and you want it to be as bright as possible. So what I do with this kitchen space to make it more seamless and at the same time visually spacious is to hack away two sides of the wall so that you create an open concept kitchen with a dining table integrated. The conceptual design approach to the dining and the kitchen space is of course the dining area, which is the center of the whole entire household, as well as this two-door big capacity fridge. Because for pragmatic reasons, especially when you have kids or you have a big family or 3 generations staying together under one roof, a big fridge comes in very handy for you to store your food and your daily products. And what I did is to have the measurements of the two-door fridge, which are pretty standard in terms of the size, the width, the height, as well as the depth, so that whenever I close the fridge door, it will look flush to my kitchen cabinets. Most of the time in mass market condos, you will find conventional ovens located right below the gas stove. I presume that this is the easiest way for maximizing the space and the compartment for the ovens. But you also find it a bit troublesome for you to bend down to pick up the trays after each baking. And especially for those who love baking like myself, I prefer it to be in a swift motion of having the oven to be located at the comfortable waist level so that when you open up the cover and pull out the tray, it is in a comfortable position. And at the same time, you don't have to worry about your children having to touch the dials at a low level or to play or to tamper with the settings. And definitely you will want to have your kids to stay away from the hot zone as far as possible. For some of the homeowners who frequently use household appliances such as the juicers, blenders, toasters, or even for myself, a special machine that helps to deshell the rice before each cooking, I like to have an open shelf with retractable tray so that you can pull out and push it in whenever you need to use it, and it gives an easy access as well as tucking it away from the guest in the line of sight. Sometimes in the midst of cooking, you wish to add more seasoning or you've forgotten to add salt while the flame is still on, and I created 2 condiments drawer for your storage needs so that you have easy access to your condiments and adding to your cooking in the midst. At the same time, as you do away without the convection oven below the gas stove, you have indeed more space for your storage needs such as your pots and your pans, your utensils and other cutlery items. And the drawers are actually specially designed in such a way that I give different storage heights for the different kind of items. For the bottommost drawer, I will give it the largest space for your pots and pans. So I usually give a height of about 35 to 40 cm. For the middle drawer, I usually give about 25 to 30 cm for other utensils storage. And of course for the top drawer, it is of the lesser height, which is about 20 cm. Nowadays, it is common to have dishwasher within the household, especially for people like myself. I hate to do dishwashing. So this equipment becomes a handy tool for the chores, and this machine has to be located next to the kitchen sink so that you don't have any liquid soap or water dripping everywhere when you transfer the dishes into the dishwasher. At the same time, I've purposely created the height of the kitchen countertop so that I can accommodate the dishwasher. and the kitchen countertop height from the floor area is approximately 90 cm. I did not create any base platform to raise this dishwasher because of its original height, and at the same time I can easily pull out this machine for maintenance if I need to clear any chokage at the drainage pipe right behind it. And I like to give about 2 cm setback from both sides of the dishwasher so that when the heat comes out, it does not affect the wooden cabinetry works. So for the kitchen sink area, you wish to have it as wide and deep as possible because of the deep washing of the pots and the pans without having the backsplash or the spilling of water across the kitchen countertop. So do take measurements before you buy your kitchen sink. And at the same time, I realized that over the years, especially when I've handled tenancies before, most often the cabinet below the kitchen sink are of wooden cabinetry works, and it can easily be damaged because of the leakage or the water seepage. So instead of having the wooden laminates, I decided to do a concrete base with all the tiles on the interiors so as to avoid any leakages or moldy stains in the interiors of your cabinet. And as for the location of the dish rack, perhaps you like it to be hidden away from the guests when they view the kitchen, or you do not wish to have the additional dish rack right beside the countertop because it occupies space and it looks ugly after each dishwashing. So perhaps you can hide it at the top hung cabinets where it's integrated and it's right above the sink so that if any water drips, it will drip directly into the sink below. And if you decide to use glass panels for the covers, please make sure that you use a very good system for your hinge. Thanks for taking your time to watch these videos, and I hope that it will benefit you as you plan for your home renovation. And if you like videos like this, please remember to click like and subscribe to my channels, and I will look forward to see you in my next episode of Reno Ideas. And I'm going to showcase different parts of the house to further enhance its value and the pragmatic approach to your storage needs.